Man, early in the morning. Comes even earlier, I think, in the summertime with some kids. School is out, and Maureen LeBeau is here to share her secret to being a good, mean mom all summer long.
All summer long.
I'm going to say some kids, I had some that got up just at the crack of dawn, and others that slept in, and it was a little difficult in the summertime. The wintertime with schools, they all got up at the same time, boom, you know, when they were all in school.
Right.
But summertime, they had different habits.
Yeah.
And so being a mean mom in the summertime is a whole different ball game than winter?
Not so much a different ball game, but you need to do a little balancing, because when kids get out of school, there are two things they want. You know what those two things are? They want lots more freedom and lots less structure.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And depending on the age, you know.
That's right.
As I said,
That's
I
right.
had girls, so when they got to a certain age, then they slept in.
Sure.
You know.
Sure. I had boys, and they would sleep until 2 in the afternoon.
Well, yeah, boys would do even longer.
Sure. And then, you know, their dog walking job was kind of a problem because, you know, the dog is waiting in the neighborhood there. But yeah, so they want those two things, and it's our job as a mean mom to deny those somewhat, because we want to be able to keep them safe, and we want to keep our sanity.
Yeah, keeping them safe. Well, those are both very important.
Yeah.
Your own sanity and keeping them safe,
Yeah.
which is part, well, they go together, don't they?
They do. They do. And a mean mom does two things above all else: focuses on safety and structure. And so during the summer, we want to keep them safe. We want to do some relaxing of the structure, but at the same time, we have to keep some of that there so that we have that consistency. So I have 3 steps you can follow to survive the summer with your kids at home and keep your sanity and keep them safe. Okay. First one is know what safety is at the different stages of development. Okay. And in the Mom's Rule Book, that Rule 2 goes through those developmental milestones, so that can help you figure out what safety means at the different ages. You need to know that.
Well, let's say, okay, at different ages, age 7.
Okay. All right. Age 7 is school age. And so at age 7, they're venturing out into the world a little bit. And during the summer, of course, they want to do a lot more of that.
Yeah.
And so it's our job to give them some safety as far as letting them know how far it's okay to venture out, not just physically, but socially now as well, because they are getting more into a social life.
Yeah. There's, that's right. There's things as you walk down the street, there's TVs on in the windows, and other things in the windows that pull kids in a lot of different directions.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Right, and obviously age 12, it's different than 7.
Age 12 is a little bit different, because now you're getting into the teenage years. And so now they are looking at really experimenting with getting out there more socially. They have more peer pressure. And so they're looking to us to provide them safety as far as what opportunities should we let them have, what opportunities should we keep them from that they're not quite ready for yet.
Right. And then they're getting to that age where we are meaner as parents and dumber.
Oh, yes.
We just don't know.
That's
we just
right.
don't
That's
know.
Right.
I told every one of my girls that actually on their 12th, the last night of their 12th year, I said, tomorrow morning, you're going to be 13 years old, and you're going to know everything there is to know. I said, no one is going to be able to tell you anything tomorrow morning, because you will know it all.
That's right.
I get that.
I used to love to listen to conversations of my sons and their friends when they were teenagers, because they were so brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they would have these philosophical discussions, and I would just sit in the background and chuckle. Yeah.
Well, that frontal cortex isn't finished yet, you know?
But they think it is.
Yeah, of course. Because it isn't finished, they think it is, of course. Naturally.
So we have to give them some structure and keep them from opportunities that they're just not ready for yet when they get to be that age.
It's a little different, and the book is very easy to read.
Yeah.
All right? And it's a good reference book to have right there. Have it in the kitchen.
Absolutely.
Let the kids know that you're reading it.
Absolutely. And refer to those rules. There are 7 rules, and they are easy reference rules. I wrote it specifically to be that way, because as moms, we're too busy to read a lot of theory and things like that. So we
what you need? I think you need to take Mrs. You have to how much we can put in. Mrs. Johnson means whichever your name is. Personalize it so the kids can say, "Oh my God."
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. And when they start telling you you're a mean mom and they hate you, you know you've made it.
That's exactly.
Then you know you've made it. Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. So there you go. For more information, you can always go to fox6.com, of course.